guys, welcome to today's workout. We're doing a 12-minute quads and core Tabata. Let's get started with our first exercise. You'll need that set of dumbbells, but for now you'll just need one. We're gonna hold it up at the collarbones, feet just outside hips, chest up, shoulders back. We go down for that first move, the goblet squat. Now you can hold your dumbbell like this, you can hold it like this, whatever you prefer, but just for now we're using one weight. We wanna focus on pushing the hips back and down, stopping just above knee level, or you can even go all the way down to knee level if you can still maintain good posture. Rest, we're moving on to a pulse squat. We're gonna keep that weight racked high, so we're gonna drop our butt low, stay low, and pulse. Ready? Let's do it. So hips go nice and low, and what I'm doing here is just pushing my butt back, keeping the weight in my heels, so it stays out of the knees and that pressure goes into the glutes. I wanna keep my chest up, weight close, so I'm not arching or rounding my back. Abs are braced the whole time. That's a good burn. All right, we're moving on to a chair squat hold. So we're gonna bring our feet a little bit closer together. That dumbbell is gonna press up over the shoulders, hips are gonna go back, and we're gonna hold it right here. So I'm showing you from the side so you can see my alignment here. That dumbbell is reaching forward and up. Chest is lifted, shoulders are back and down, hips are back, my weight to my heels, abs are braced. And again, we're gonna do 2 sets. So this first round, we're getting the hang of everything, and then we'll really master it in that second round. Time? All right, grab your other weight. We're going to a backwards lunge, starting with that left leg going back. So take a big step back for me, drop that knee toward the floor, and then step back in. So the back knee is going straight down, that front knee is coming right over your ankle, 90 degrees each leg. You want that 90-degree angle because that's what's gonna put your legs and glutes in the right position to effectively train and get stronger. We're gonna rest and switch sides. And then by keeping the weight in your front heel, you're forcing that work into the glute. So same thing here. So weight in the front heel, push through that front heel, squeeze your butt to the top. And again, 90 degrees. So that front knee is over that ankle, remember. So we're not putting pressure in the knee. And we don't want to step too far back either because that will put pressure in the hip flexor, take that work out of the glutes. Rest. All right, we're moving to a lunge pulse. So starting with the right leg forward, we're gonna start that left leg back. Keep it here, drop that knee and pulse, 20 seconds. So just a tiny pulse like that squat, about 2 inches up and down. Again, forcing that weight into the front heel, make sure you've got good posture here. And this is a good one. If it's too hard for you with the weights, just drop them. You don't need them for this. Time, step in. Whew. All right, moving to the other side, same thing. Big step back, we're gonna drop that knee, pulse it. Again, we're only moving down and up here, never forward or back. Almost there. Time. Moving on to our core segment. On your back quickly, we're moving to a dead bug. Knees over hips, arms straight up to the ceiling. We're gonna extend the opposite arm and leg away from the body toward the floor. Bring it up, switch. This is a little bit of a coordination challenge, but once you get it, you're effectively working those cross slings, your abs. It helps if you breathe out on the way down. Rest. We're gonna move on to a reverse crunch. So you can place your hands anywhere you'd like. I'm gonna keep mine down by my side. We're gonna bring those knees up over the hips, lift the tailbone, release, tap the toes nice and light. Now throughout all these movements, if you've done my other core videos, you know I always tell you to press your lower back toward the floor as you're lowering those legs. What's that do? It keeps your core engaged from the inside out, that inner abdominal wall, your transverse abdominis, and helps you build strength. Rest. All right, we're moving to, this is a very difficult one, hollow body. So extending the legs, extending the arms. We're gonna bring the legs and the arms off the floor right here. Come up and hold. Now, what you're trying to do is keep your shoulder blades off the floor without throwing your arms forward. Legs stay off the ground. You can keep them as high as you want. You can take them lower to make it harder or raise them up higher to make it easier. And we're resting, moving on to a forearm plank. So over onto your forearms, you can do this one on your knees or toes. But what I want here, hips level with shoulders. We're starting now. So knees or toes, shoulders aligned over those elbows, abs tight, legs squeezing together. We're only here for 20 seconds, so we want to try to maximize that time. If you can, get up on your toes. Nice. All right, moving on to a body saw plank. So we're going to stay in that plank position, and we're going to move forward and back. Think a saw, right? So on those toes, forward and back. This one, you need to do it on your toes. If you're on your knees still, you can just hold it there again and do another plank hold. So you can see I'm shifting my chin over my thumbs and then shifting back. So I'm coming onto those toes, pushing back. Again, just like those lunges, we're never moving forward or back. We're only moving forward or back. We're never moving up and down. Rest. We're moving on to our second set. Grab that weight quickly. Goblet squat. Here we go. So second round, can you level it up? Could you grab a heavier weight? Maybe that's not your thing right now. Maybe you need to go lower in your range. You could go deeper in that squat. It's only 20 seconds, so we gotta push. All right, moving on to that pulse squat. This time, could you get a little bit lower? Let's try it. The pulsing squats and lunges are my favorite because they're the hardest. It challenges you mentally and physically. So remember, your hips are back, weight is in those heels. Chest is lifted really high, abs are tight. We're almost there, finish strong. All right, moving on to that chair squat hold. So remember, good posture is what I need here. If you can't maintain good posture, drop the weight. Deep breath, sit back. It's hard to hold the weight over your shoulders like this. If you start to drop the weight, try to lift it back up. Keep that chest high, weight back in those heels. Home stretch. Rest. All right, moving on to the lunges. Backward stepping lunge. So grab both weights, or you can go to body weight if you want to for this one. Let's take that left leg back. Again, pushing through that front heel. Now it's the second round, so can you get lower? Could you give me one more rep than you did last time? Moving on, gonna do the other side. Let's do it. Could you get that back knee a little closer to the floor? You don't have to touch, but if you can get a little closer this round, we'll get that work deeper into the glutes. Time. All right, we're gonna pulse it. Best part. The reps that burn the most benefit the most, right? So just breathe, send that oxygen to your muscles. This one's a mind game, right? It's a long 20 seconds. Time. Whew. But those pulses, nothing isolates those legs and glutes like pulses. We gotta do them. And if you've done my workouts, you know I do quite a bit of pulsing movements because you're really challenging your muscular endurance here when you're staying low in the bottom of that range where the tension is the highest. Basically, gets you toned faster. In simpler terms. Whew, all right, moving to that dead bug. So on your backs quickly. Opposite arm and leg. This time, can you take your arm and leg lower to the floor? Let's try it. Pushing that lower back toward the floor, bracing your abs tight. Now, take care to make sure those knees are right over your hips. Why? That's gonna keep that pressure in your core. If you bring it in like this, guess what that does? It takes the pressure off. We want the pressure because that's where the strength comes in. Relax. We're gonna move to that reverse crunch. Do you feel your legs still burning here? Quads and core, that's the point. Palms up. We're gonna bring those knees over the hips, stop them here. Lift that tailbone again, same thing here. Knees over hips, then lift. We don't wanna pull those knees in because that releases that core pressure. When we keep them over the hips and then lift that tailbone, those lower abs have to fire up. That's what we want. You might not be able to lift your tailbone very high. No big deal, do what you can. All right, moving on to that hollow body hold. Oh, this one's the hardest for me. Maybe it is for you guys too. We're gonna try it together though. Get set, pull that belly in, let's lift. So maybe you can't get that high off the ground. No big deal. Do what you can. Try to keep those shoulder blades up, arms back, legs low, or you can take them higher if you need to. We're in the home stretch. Ooh. Rest. All right, quickly in that forearm plank hold. So set it up on your belly. Remember, hips go up and back, staying at shoulder level. If you have a mirror, use it here. We're holding now. So that'll make sure, if you have a mirror, you can look at your back. You want that back flat, shoulders away from ears, abs pulled in. Breathe, we're almost there. Time, all right. Body saw planks coming up, and then we're done. So on your toes, everybody, for this last interval. We're gonna finish strong. Remember, only forward and back. Let's do it. Rocking onto those toes. Chin comes over those thumbs. Rest. We're done. Another 12-minute killer workout. Do as many rounds as you'd like. Check out my other Tabatas so we can work the full body. We've got arms, we've got abs, we've got legs. Hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, comment, and let me know what you think and what you want to see next.